Hey, attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So look at this beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, what Bitcoin is doing right now, it is blowing our minds and doing magic that is unexplainable as of now. Absolute craziness. And I'm telling you, this is going to wake up the whole crypto world. We are so close to that Bitcoin halving, and yet we are seeing a magic. So as we are seeing a magic, many people are going to be asking this big question, and I think it is important that you listen to this, right? This is to do with Bone, right? This is to do with the SHIB ecosystem and with Bitcoin. So of course, the sentiment right now is positive in general. Bitcoin's gone past 50k mark, and it looks like maybe it can go past its all-time high. So people within the SHIB ecosystem are like, damn, maybe I should have invested in Bitcoin. Maybe that was the whole point of it, right? And a lot of investors here are rookie investors. So of course they are just looking at the charts and they're just getting excited by numbers and hype. And Bitcoin is getting all that hype as of now. We are seeing these pops. We're seeing these resistance lines broken. Great stuff. But it is going to play with a lot of people's minds and opinions and thoughts. And it might actually get people angry instead of getting them happy. For example, me, I am getting happy, of course, because I understand that this is an indicator of the future. This has nothing to do with me having to invest in this because of this reason, right? So for the average person with not that much money, with not that much in their bag, put it this way, they're looking for that lucky break. They're looking, to make a life-changing return. Now, is Bitcoin gonna do that? Is Bitcoin gonna multiply your bag as much as an altcoin? I don't think so. Guys, I don't think Bitcoin is going to be multiplying that much. So people are coming out at me and saying, well, instead of Bone or SHIB or whatever, I should have invested into Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, let me put it this way. Bitcoin has a very large price tag on it. And realistically speaking, I don't think it will go to 1 million. It could go over 100k, of course. Best case scenario 500k, but 1 million would be insane. For one crypto, 1 million doesn't even make sense. It doesn't work out in my head. And for it to reach 1 million, it basically multiplies your investment. If you were to invest right now at this number, you just make 20x. I mean, that's still a crazy investment. I know I've just said just, but ladies and gentlemen, if it was to go to 1 million, imagine what the other cryptos could do. Imagine what the other cryptos would do. It would be insane. I mean, we'd look at millions and millions of percent of return. We're looking at, like a 1000x, 10,000x, and so on. So really, is it worth for you to worry about the fact that right now, Bitcoin is doing well, and it may start questioning you whether, you should have invested into Bitcoin? My answer here is no. What you are doing is right. And this should just be an indicator. Right? Because the multiplier that you will have if you were to invest into Bitcoin wouldn't be that much. I would compare it, right, to like a government bond. Now, if you invest into one of these government bonds, the yield that you get out of it, the percentage, the return is very small. But it's almost guaranteed, right? It's almost 100%. It's one of the safest things. So Bitcoin is that government bond of the crypto world. It's safe, in my opinion, quite safe. I know, of course, I'm going to click on the chart right now and you're going to be like, well, look at this. Like, obviously we saw swings and stuff, but still, Bitcoin has its value. There's a lot depending on it. Now we've got Bitcoin ETFs. It has proven itself. It has made itself official. Traditional finances going into it, and I don't think it's going to feel any collapse whatsoever. At this point, with the amount of holders, with the amount of volume, liquidity, with the type of trust that it has of different institutions and even countries like El Salvador, I mean, Bitcoin is up there. That's it. It's only going up. Of course, it's going to have waves. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make it very, very clear to you. This thing is popping. And it is popping very, very high. Now, apart from it being an indicator, a trendsetter, what I can tell you for the altcoins like Bone, right? Bone. Let's take it, for example. There is no limit to it. There's just no limit to how much it can go. Because, first of all, circulating supply is very low. Demand is going to start kicking in. It's got a use case. Utility exchanges need to list it. SHIBASWAP 2.0 needs to come in. Projects, all the social media hype, influencers, retail investors, and so on. There's so much happening for it and going on with it that the upswing could be massive. And Bone is also extremely, extremely undervalued. I can't look at Bitcoin and say, well, you know what? At 50K, it's undervalued. I can't say that. I can say, well, it's going to go up, but I can't say this is already like cheap. Now, with Bone, I can say like, hey, guys, a Bone is under $1. I mean, it's insane. If you look at it, it's extremely undervalued from what it can produce, what it can do, what it has achieved in the past. The type of, the waves we've achieved were tiny, but people were already 5xing their investments if they were bought in the 30 cents and the 40 cents. When I was telling people to buy it. And that was nothing, right? People weren't even selling out here because this wasn't like a crazy high number. So the point here is that the multiplier and how much it can actually go up in terms of percentage is much, much higher because there's more space, right? There's more to work with. People will be loading up on this based on the fact that it is quite cheap. It's very, very cheap. To buy one Bone is very different to buying one Bitcoin. People are not going to commit. Some people don't even want to commit to a fraction of a crypto. But they will commit to this because, they can say, well, I have 1 or 2 Bitcoins or 3 Bitcoins. And it going to $100, $100 per for Bone, guys, I don't think it's that crazy. I mean, market cap, not really that insane. And also just the number itself. It's not like a number where you're saying, well, this is $1 million, $1 million per crypto for something that is not tangible, something that is digital, something that, still people are trying to get used to understand how it works. This isn't like a massive investment. And also there's going to be a lot of money going in because people are going to be like, well, you know what? I don't know much about Bone. I've got this super diversified bag. Let me throw some into Bone. Whether it's even, $100 of Bone. Still, you can get a few Bone. Now, with $100 of, Bitcoin, you're just getting a small, tiny fraction. Best case scenario, it goes 5x. Best case scenario. And that would really break all the records. So you got to think about the room for it to multiply. We have plenty of room. You see this 0 point. Remember what SHIB did in its last bull run. Remember how many zeros it had. Because it was just so cheap to acquire one SHIB. You could acquire a lot of it, and that's what people like, okay? People want that full crypto. They want to have like a bag loaded with many of it so they can actually give out and say a number rather than giving out a fraction like it is with Bitcoin. So if the question here is, oh, am I wrong for not investing into Bitcoin? Guys, no, of course not. I mean, yeah, this sentiment, right, this worry might grow with others. They're going to be like, well, should have invested into Bitcoin because once the Bitcoin halving kicks in, many people are going to be like, well, Bitcoin halving has started. Bitcoin's going up. Nothing else is following. But guess what? It's always been the case where Bitcoin halving pushes everything up. Everything starts going up. Well, first it's the Bitcoin halving, and then we follow with the altcoin season. So first Bitcoin needs to ride the wave, and then everything else starts riding the wave. And I think during that ride of the wave of Bitcoin, a lot of people are going to be questioning me, saying, well, I should have maybe invested in Bitcoin. But ladies and gentlemen, you wouldn't have multiplied your money that much as you could with an altcoin like Bone and SHIB and many other ones as well are going to be growing, and everything is going to be pulled up. So I think it's a very interesting time, really. I'm going to be watching it closely, going to be following, monitoring, and really I am very happy with this. Not happy with the fact that some people are making money from this. No, it's the fact that it's growing, and it shows that everything is going to go up because it is in a very positive momentum pre-Bitcoin halving, pre-altcoin season. Imagine when the time hits and actually during the real time what is going to happen. It is going to get out of control. So I'm very, very proud and got my hopes very high. I can't tell you exactly how far we're going to go, but if we are going to the moon, it is going to be a very exciting journey and very likely to happen. So if you have any thoughts, leave them down below in the comment section. Talk, discuss, all that great stuff. Doesn't matter. Don't forget to turn that notifications bell on with a subscription button. And as usual, guys, big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.